LegalMatch has significantly helped my business grow because not only does it work as a marketing system, but it also helps me vet different client situations in advance so that I can take a look at them and know what my limitations are without having to actually confront that situation with the client so that they can actually go through and find the attorney that's going to be best equipped to handle their case. And it's also helped me kind of experiment a little bit. So if I see a client who wants a certain real estate law question answered, I can look at that request on LegalMatch.com, and it's kind of an experiment where I can dig a little bit deeper and search more into that area of law, that question that they have, and actually figure out, can I handle this? Is this something that I'm willing to work on and become more equipped to do? So it's one, helped me kind of know my limitations, and two, it's helped me grow in the area of law so that I can actually see the questions that are out there and find ways to answer them with legal research. Well, considering LegalMatch is online already, it actually helped a lot because a lot of the clients that went through LegalMatch were kind of expecting the remote access. And I think of the 20-something clients that I got from LegalMatch, only 3 or 4 of them actually wanted to physically meet me in person, which please keep in mind, I am more than happy to meet anybody in person. But I think during COVID, having the remote marketing really helped clients have the expectation to have the remote interaction with me. One of the things that I like the best is that it shows how long it took me to respond to an inquiry, how long the inquiry has been pending. So if I responded to it and it's been about 6 weeks since I've heard anything from them, then I know that client or potential client most likely has found a different attorney. And I also really appreciate the fact that there is a huge customer support from LegalMatch.com. I've gotten calls and emails from the customer support team helping me when, let's say, the client did not put their contact information on, but I was interested in their case. The customer support team would reach out to that client or potential client and let them know, hey, you do have a couple of attorneys who are interested in your case. So do you give us permission to give them your contact information? And I don't think if it was for the customer support team with LegalMatch, it would have been nearly as successful. I would say it averages once a day. Now, it's not exactly once a day. Sometimes I'll get 3 in one day and then I won't get another one until another 3 days later. But it averages to about 1 a day. And for whatever the reason, real estate gets really interesting during the weekend. So I'll get many hits over the weekend as well. Probably about 15 to 20%. And this may be partially because I know my own limitations. And sometimes I will say that potential clients will post the same inquiry on LegalMatch.com twice, and you have to archive one. So technically it counts against that percentage, but it was the same one twice. Well, based off of a brief summary of what I researched last year when I decided to go into business for myself, LegalMatch actually has a stronger customer support team that's a little bit more readily available, and they have one very specific person who helps you or helps the attorney in functioning through LegalMatch. And it also works both as a marketing tool and it helps you vet clients immediately rather than giving your information out and then having a bunch of clients to contact you. It's the other way around, where a lot of clients are reaching out to all of the attorneys and the attorneys get to choose which clients to reach out to based off of qualifications. I would tell a new attorney who is looking into getting a LegalMatch contract to actually pay attention and figure out what kind of areas of law are they specifically looking for, and more importantly, what counties are the most interesting. I don't know for each state, but I do know for Colorado, that was one of the important things that helped me determine that LegalMatch was going to be very helpful. Adams County, Jefferson County, and Denver County are all pretty close to each other. The courthouses themselves are not, but the actual geographic regions are really close to each other. But Adams County is pretty large, whereas Denver County is a little bit smaller, and Jefferson County is even smaller than Denver. So it's one of the things just to keep in mind. If an attorney, even though like let's say they're practicing in Colorado Springs, they come to Denver quite often, maybe that's something that they should really think about and actually pay attention to the counties that they're around or that they frequently visit so that they can get the best out of LegalMatch. And also just knowing what areas of law they want to practice in. I knew very specifically that I wanted real estate, but I mean, there's also contract in real estate and a little bit of everything, to be perfectly honest. But it was very important for me to kind of limit. That way I wasn't getting a series of hits that were probably outside of my qualifications to handle. I set up the LegalMatch app on my phone so that I can actually pay attention on the go rather than having to log into the computer 100% of the time. I can actually simply look at the inquiry on the app from my phone and then pay attention from there. And then what that does is if there's one that's really interesting and that's kind of time sensitive, what I can do is I can call directly from my phone rather than having to pull my phone out, copy the phone number from the computer and get that done. And the app really has made it so that I can travel with the LegalMatch.com tool rather than having to simply make it something that I do at 1 p.m. every day. It's something that I can do throughout the day whenever I need to check on any of the potential clients. Marketing advice, I would say to figure out exactly what they want on their profile, come up with a very specific motto, if you will, to kind of show potential clients what they're offering and just keep it simple, keep it straight and to the point, and make sure that it's coming off both professional and friendly, because from my experience using LegalMatch, a lot of the clients who are using LegalMatch are expecting somebody to have a more sympathetic ear rather than just the pure professionalism. So for the marketing advice, just keep the profile simple, professional, but also coming off friendly.